Hello guys, 477 days of war. Due deterioration of weather, the Ukrainian operations has been hindered somehow and intensity of clashes has also reduced. And in the meantime, both the army are busy in regrouping reinforcements and building up their supply lines, counterintelligence and electronic warfare. Nonetheless, the battle has not come to a grinding halt. Let us see what ISW has to say. ISW says Ukrainians continued limited ground offensive or attacks in western Zaporozhye towards Novodanilivka, which is 6 kilometers south, and Novopokrovka, 15 kilometers southeast of Orikho. Also, it continued its counter operation near Donetsk and Zaporozhye border, while the Russian forces have brought up reserves to south of Valika Novosilka. This was in general. In particular, Ukrainian army continues attacks in Remivka salient but could not advance in the area of Zaporozhye and Makrovka direction. Makrovka is claimed to be under control of Ukrainian army, while Russian forces too claim to have control over it. So it is not very clear. It may be in under grey zone. That means the fight is still going on and both the armies are on the other outskirts of the establishment. Rivnopol continues to be under Russian army control. The Ukrainian army is bringing their reinforcements here to continue their attack on this particular establishment. Gulyaipol, the Ukrainian army is regrouping to resume strikes on Pologov. The engineering equipments are pouring in this direction and with the aim of demining the area. Large reinforcements are being brought in by the Ukrainians in Orikho direction. The reserves are coming in from Dnepropetrovsk, Kherson, Nikolaev. The Ukrainian army, which is continuing its operation towards west and southwest of Orikho, is also planning to move towards Tokmok direction. At this moment, failure to break through the first line of Russian defense towards Orikho and Gulyaipol, Ukrainian army is trying to gain some tactical success on eastern face of Rimukov salient. At this given moment, it is difficult to declare whether this particular Ukrainian summer offensive has been successful or not, as only a portion of their offensive capabilities have been used and rather consumed, and same time the Russians haven't carried out any major offensive or counterattacks in this region except on few of the above quoted places where they have regained or re-lost the positions. In east, in Marinka, as per ISW, Russian army made some incremental gains. In Avdiivka direction, Vesely artillery battle continuing, while in Pervomaisky the Ukrainian assault was carried out but was repelled. In Bakhmut direction, the Ukrainians continuing probing in the flanks of Bakhmut towards Klishchivka, Kurdy, Mivka and Barkhivka reservoir. As per ISW, some 300 to 400 meters have been gained by the Ukrainian army, but in some unspecified region. In north, the Ukrainian army is accumulating forces in Kharkiv direction, bordering Russia, under the flag of RDK, which is a saboteur group, and another attack in Belgorod is expected. Here, Akhmat units of Chechen army is already positioned, while Ukrainian army is continuing shelling Kursk and Belgorod regions as it is doing elsewhere, and it is part of Ukrainian interdiction missions. On protest front, 7,200 British Columbia dock workers voted to go on strike, which is in Vancouver, Canada, against Maritime Employers Association from 24 June. In the meantime, American West Coast workers are already disrupting West Coast ports. And lastly, due NATO's huge exercise in close proximity of Russian Federation and Americans positioning fighters in Syria and other many measures are highly provocative and seems that war will finally go beyond the borders of Ukraine. That's all. Thank you.